The church bells are ringing. It's time to pick your tux, your best man, your veil, and your bridesmaid. It's time to walk with us down this aisle. Today's topic, marriage. Let's sail into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers today. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're a return listener or viewer, we want to thank you guys so much for your loyalty and your support. If you're brand new, welcome to the podcast. This is Prayerdise Podcast, a podcast co-created and co-hosted by yours truly. My name is Tokamoto, and joining me all the way from Cebu, Philippines, Miss Queen TV.
Hi, it's us again. Yeah. Hi.
We are back.
We're back. We are back. Yeah. How was your day or your week?
Pretty good. My week was pretty good. Very relaxing. Got a lot of work done, especially for this podcast. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
We have something, for you guys to check that maybe in the future. Yeah, we're cooking something for you guys.
Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
Pretty exciting news. It shocked the heck out of me when I heard about it. And
same. I'm like, wow, we just started it, and then now we have that. But
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we have some exciting things coming in the future. Yeah, in the future for you guys. Yeah. Better podcast.
Can't wait to share for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. How was your week going? I know you've been pretty busy and having fun out there, getting lunch with friends, going to events.
No, the past week it was like a roller coaster.
Wow.
A roller coaster of emotions and something like that. Womanhood. Womanhood. Okay.
Sorry to hear that you had to go through that. Yeah. You'll be okay.
It's okay. I'm okay now. Like, I'm okay. Girls can relate to that, right?
Everything's taken care of, right? Awesome.
Yes. Okay. Thankful.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. By the way, I like what you're wearing today. Really reflects what we're going to be talking about.
Oh yes, guys, what we're going to talk about. It's visible in the title, of course.
I'm sure you see us looking kind of crazy. What's the word? What's another word for crazy? Eccentric. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Today's topic is a pretty big one. May approached me and told me that she really wanted to speak about like what people should be looking for in a healthy marriage and what they should be looking for before getting into a marriage with somebody. And she wrote down a nice list here for us of topics and her perspective of things, and I responded with my perspective. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Yeah. Just basically what you guys are going to be looking for before marriage. Yeah. Should be looking for. Yeah.
Yes. I know, like everyone have a list, and maybe our list is their list too. So might as well we're going to talk about this. And for some also that doesn't have a list yet, they're kind of like wondering what would be like what would be the list for before getting married. So yes,
little guideline for you guys from us. Yeah.
I wish there's like we can have a guest that's married already, so that they can this is what you wanna. But this is a topic like coming from both single people who have a list. Maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong. I don't know. Like it depends on you guys. Like share your list. Also, you can comment. Comment.
Comment on the list or email at us. We've been answering emails all week. By the way, we've gotten quite a bit of emails lately.
I know.
A lot of people asking if they could help us with editing, help us with what else, like production,
the podcast.
Like
to make this podcast more in a strategic way. There's a lot who approach me to like, wow.
Pretty cool. So we appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Just at the moment, we're going to kind of do things our own way for a bit, and pray that it works. And if it doesn't, maybe we'll go professional help. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. But thank
baby
you guys
steps.
for reaching out. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, May has her list here. I could read out the first list of what she wrote here.
Ladies
what she's looking
first.
for. Yes, ladies
Is
first.
this ladies first? By the way, this is like a Filipiniana. In Philippines, it's like we used to wear something like this if it's formal occasion.
Ah, okay. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So this is a Filipiniana. Usually it goes like that,
Wow.
but
Now
it's
we
not puffing.
We have some culture today. A little bit of extra spice. A little bit of spice today. Cool. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. You look great as always. It fits
Thank you
really well.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So yeah, so
So
May's list here.
first on the list is
First on the list, yeah. I think it's very obvious when you start dating somebody, or you're even talking about, marriage with somebody. Something that you really need to look for and really strive for in that person and in yourself as well is a genuine and deep connection together.
Yeah.
That's what,
Okay, I'm gonna ask first. Okay. What's marriage to you? What's the definition of marriage? How about you guys too? To those who are on our live premiere, like what's marriage for you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The definition.
That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to explain. I think growing up from a Christian home, in a Christian home, I saw marriage from like the church's perspective of things, right? Like what kind of like this ordained type of connection between man and woman. So that's kind of my take on that still to this day as I get older. Is I see it as two people who make, like you said, make this genuine connection. It's unbreakable, and a connection that doesn't bring in any distrust or betrayal or any type of damage to each other, and it's strong. It's like almost unbreakable. Well, hopefully unbreakable.
Yes.
So that's what I see marriage there.
That's marriage for you.
Yeah. But what's weird is as I get older, I'm kind of starting to see another side of how people see marriage, and I think they see it very transactional, and that's not me.
Wow.
That's not me. To me, if you cannot live without this person as your wife or as your husband, you shouldn't be getting into marriage with them, in my opinion.
True.
That's my take.
Yeah, that's your take. Well, for me, marriage is unbreakable. Should comes with faith, loyalty, and trust to each other. It should be your first priority in life. If you have husband, if you have wife already, because like your children, you can have children, but your children will gonna be married to another person. But like you guys, like growing old together, like the connection, the bonding, it should be always there. Like the love for each other and respect for each other always be there, no matter how, like you grow old. It's for forever. Forever. Forever kind of thing.
I think
that's marriage for me.
I think a lot of people forget that marriage is meant to be forever, for a lifetime.
Forever. Eternity. Well, that's the word. Eternity.
Eternity. Right. Yeah, I mean, if you believe in God and you believe that you're going to get to heaven, like it's God ordained. It's very what's the word? Divine connection between man and woman. Through God, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's how it should be. And unfortunately, the world has other options and other takes on it. Some people get to marriage because, like I said, the transactional take on it, where it's like, hey, you have this and I need this, and you're in this place at the moment and I'm in this place and I have a limited time to make a child, so,
Oh, it should be not like that. Me, I don't see getting married to someone has, like uh um what's the word for that? You're in a hurry. Like, it's not a race. Okay, there you go. It's not a
like
race.
a time limit.
A time limit. I always have that. Like, sorry to my friends, family, and like they always say, like, I got pressured on this. Like, mostly
Wow.
with friends. See, like, oh, you're 34, and why? How come you don't have a, a husband and like a child? I'm like, chill.
Yeah.
Can
Plenty
you
of
chill?
time. Plenty of time,
Yeah, you know, it's okay to be married to if you've already found the right one. I mean,
right.
the one that you can, like, your peace. I mean, be your peace. But there are marriage that okay, let's have this. There are marriage that, like, okay, they're called married, but then they're not happy. They're not living the married life.
Right.
So it's okay to suffer. Not suffer, really. It's okay to be single and not to have that, because it's a lifetime commitment.
Right.
You cannot. Well, for Catholics, like in Philippines, we don't have divorce, or I don't know. They maybe pass it already, but yeah, like there's no divorce. So it's like a forever thing.
Right.
But then, for example, if you just if you just want to please the people around you, like, oh, I need to hurry, I need to, okay, he's there, so let's get married because he's there. And but then you feel it inside that, oh, this is not the right one. I mean, like, deep inside, we don't have a lot of connections. Right. Like, we don't have much something in common. Our goals in life are not the same.
Yeah.
It's so when you already get married, and then that person's like, you will get a messy kind of marriage. That's what I think. So I better, like, take time.
Right.
Take time to find the right one.
I think something that people make mistakes when getting into marriage is they want this, everything's perfect. Everything's 100% perfect. And you got to realize, like, after a while, your marriage isn't going to be perfect, right? You're going to get sick of each other sometimes. You have to keep rekindling that fire together.
True.
Maintaining that love and maintaining that connection. That's part of marriage now. It's like, you have to, yes, you should feel at peace when stepping into a marriage, saying I do. But at the same time, you got to realize that peace might go away, or you have to realize,
there are
something might change. There's circumstances. Yeah, exactly. It's funny.
Circumstances.
It's funny. Like, you always tell me how much of a pessimist I am. Somebody that's always looking ahead at stuff that's not even happened yet. But I also try to focus on that, so in case anything happens, I could be prepared.
Yeah, we're balanced, guys. We're balanced.
Optimist. Pessimist.
Yeah. We're like that. We're a balance here.
Yeah.
We're balanced. He thinks, like, future, and me, I'm like, oh, I live here, like. But then also we have, like, common grounds. So I think, like, okay, yeah. I respect that you think of that too, but also you respect mine. So there's no,
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think it's fine to have a peace of mind, but at the same time, you got to realize that when you get into this, it should be a forever thing. You shouldn't look at marriage like dating, where you could just jump from one person to the other. Because first of all, you're devaluing that person. Just stick to that person no matter what. There would be times that you will gonna hate or something like that. Like, hey, I don't like him today because he's kind of like that. But then at the end of the day, oh, that's my person. I forgot. Okay. Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah. That's my person. Why will I be like that? And then just like, get things. I think that's the good ingredients for marriage. Also, like, when you go to marriage, not just marriage, but like relationship too. It's that's where it starts. Like, when you're dating, like, you're starting to build something. Yeah,
absolutely. So that's her first point in her list, is a genuine and deep connection. with each other. And I completely agree. I think
Agree.
authenticity between two people
Mm-hmm.
before they get to marriage, or from dating to marriage, it needs to be there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of what we talked about before in a few episodes, is that the how to explain it? Well, I just completely blanked.
The first few episodes.
What was I gonna say? Well, anyways, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but the
Okay.
genuine connection, authentic connection should be
Authentic
a
connection.
really big one. Yeah, absolutely.
Not
and then-
faking things just to
Right.
be liked by someone.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
just to please someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just be authentic. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And then
yeah.
But
Right after that on her list, she has values in life. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm going to take a guess here. I'm guessing that you are saying the same values in life.
yeah,
That's
values
who you're
in
with?
life. Like how you value time, like my time, and your how you value each other's time, how you value his thoughts, how you value his beliefs. I think it will always be like you were gonna talk about it before getting married,
Right.
because it's important. I think it's important too, because you will know, okay, I will respect this because this is what he believe, and this is he value this and like that. Yeah. Mhm.
Absolutely. So here's a good question for you. Like I mentioned,
Okay.
like I mentioned in the beginning, I just come from a Christian background, right?
Mhm.
So from the biblical perspective,
Okay.
this is Christian Tokamoto coming out right now, right?
Okay.
From
We
a
have talked about it.
biblical perspective, the Bible
Okay.
says you should not be unequally yoked in marriage, right? So basically meaning
Can-
like you shouldn't
okay.
have, basically meaning you shouldn't have different views of each other, because you're going to conflict, and on top of that you're probably most likely going to damage your relationship that way. So equally yoked is like two Christians versus a Christian and atheist married, if that makes sense. So
okay.
So what you're kind of describing there is like you're valuing each other's views and stuff like that. I would say that you should have the same views
Same
as best
views.
as possible. Yeah. Obviously,
As
obviously
much
there's
as
gonna be
possible.
some. Yeah, obviously there's gonna be some where it's like
There
it's
would
like
be
I have a
some
different perspective, different take on this. But then there's gonna be some that are very
That would,
important that you need to
sync,
be on
like-
sync with. Yeah,
sync. Yeah.
Yeah. absolutely.
Okay, I understand. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. That's
Uh-huh.
my take. But yes, I agree. Like you need to value,
Mhm.
you need to have the values in life and value each other's values in life and morals. Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Number 3, you said
3.
being safe with each other. Can you explain that one for us?
Of course, if you want to be with someone forever, she should be your safe place. Like even if the world is like throwing a lot, like giving a lot of struggles, like to you, like you have that one person that at the end of the day, or like if like you will gonna talk about stuff, she will not gonna judge you, she will not gonna maybe what's this, like talk bad about what you're going through, because
Right.
like she should be your safe place for
Yeah.
everything.
It's a good point.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Building trust and that safety.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
True.
Yeah. I agree on that one for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like you will meet a lot of people at work, at friends. They can bring sometimes chaos in your emotions, in your mind.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if you have this one person that you can talk, like, hey, like this, I'm struggling with this, with the, like she should be your safe place. Like, oh no, it's okay, like who can give you safety. Like you're safe. I'm
And-
not gonna judge you for that.
Yeah. And you should be able to approach each other without attacking each other.
Yeah.
Just stop, be patient, be worried, listen, be willing to listen and try to understand as best as you can.
Comprehend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show some compassion. Exactly. Yeah.
Compassion. Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, we're just going through your list
agree?
first. Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You need to have that safe space between each other and, talk about anything without feeling judged or like anything you say is going to make or break the relationship. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 4, your fourth on the list is.
Oh, I have a lot.
Yeah, you have a lot. No, we're getting through this. We're getting through this. Yeah, we're good.
Wow.
We're okay.
Okay.
Respect to each other. Respecting each other.
Oh, of course, that's number 1 too. I mean, like, oh yeah, it should be on the list. Top of the list. The respect for each other. If there's no respect, don't marry. Don't marry her. Don't marry him. Because that's my mom. Like my mom told me about that. That's what she said. Like, if you love someone, there should be like love plus respect. Yeah. It should be like that.
Yeah,
because if you just love alone and then there's no respect, it would be like that, like shaky. There should be respect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, it's funny. I watched this. I don't know if I should say their name, but I kind of want to say their name so I could tag them. There's a YouTube group that I watch. I've been watching them for such a long time, and 2 of them just recently got married, and one of them was talking about how his mom was telling him how respect is sometimes greater than love. Right? Yeah, it's important, but there's sometimes greater than love, and I agree to an extent. I think it called. There's sometimes that call to respecting more than loving. But you should always be loving that person no matter what,
Oh, yeah. Love should always be there.
Right. But at the same time, I also believe that love and respect go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other, in my opinion.
It should be like that. My mom, my mom, I always listen to my mom because my mom knows best, Like, and she has a lot of, she has a lot of experiences. And that's the first rule that she always tell me, if you want to get married someday, make sure that love plus respect is there. Yeah. If it's not none of those were missing, don't get married.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, if you can't respect anybody, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship yet. You should probably try to go and reflect on yourself a bit. Try to learn.
Just reflect.
Yeah. Try to learn about yourself more and try to fix that if you can. Don't bring disrespect to a relationship. It hurts everybody at the end of the day, Yeah. And it brings resentment. That really hurts who you're with a lot. Yeah. It's terrible. Yeah.
Hurts so much. Yes, I know.
Number 5 on your list is kind of what I mentioned. You said continue planning dates. So maintaining.
I think so.
Yeah, maintaining that connection over time. Yeah.
For me, I think, okay, I've been in a long-term relationship, 7 years, and I've learned that you should date. I mean, you should date. Keep not because you don't love each other. I mean, you don't love each other anymore. That's why you going back to the spark again. No, right. You really need that. You need that. The connection that's it's a spice for the relationship, I guess. And also especially when you're married, because you will put in work, you'll be working so hard, and then the other one will be taking care of the kids. But it's always nice also to have dates, plan a date, so that you can be excited by the weekend of, we will have a date. I wonder how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to maintain that spark as best as you can. However, that being said, from a man's perspective, real fast.
Okay, go. Okay, from a man's perspective.
Here comes a pessimist. No, I'm kidding. No, something that scares me, something I'm kind of afraid of is trying to maintain it, and she's not reciprocating in the sense of like, what I'm doing isn't enough. I'm very scared of that. I'm scared of being in a marriage with somebody who's going to constantly, how to explain it, like I don't want to say like take it for granted, but more like it doesn't maintain it.
Not in the same. She will gonna change and not be in the same page. Like if you like, hey, can we go out on a movie this weekend? Like she'll like, oh, I have something to do, and something like that. Or like,
well, no, not even
things to do.
Not necessarily that. More like no matter how much somebody maintains it, feelings are just gone. Just gone. I think that kind of scares me a little bit there. Yeah. But
that's not for marriage.
What do you mean?
That's not for marriage. Like if you will gonna be with that kind of person that will not gonna reciprocate, or
right.
like, you have like, it should be this, like, yeah, that's what I said. Like the connection, it should be there. Like always. Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, women are very emotional. They might feel a really high with love with the man, and then all of a sudden the next month it's gone. And then
Well, really? Who's that woman? Like, do I know?
A lot of women. There's a 50% divorce rate here in America, so I would say a lot of women get
that's
that way.
In America. You haven't been to Philippines.
Right, where divorce is illegal.
You haven't, yeah, it's illegal. And also like the I don't know, it's different here. Like how women bring so much for the men.
Right.
Yeah, I know girls will agree on this. Like Filipinas, they haven't, tried Filipinas. So yes, that's why.
Hopefully.
That's why you really need a Cebuana. Hello.
Okay, we'll see. Do you know any?
Just kidding.
Know any single ones?
Okay.
Well, that's kind of something that we kind of talked about too, is like the Western culture seeping into the Philippines right now. I would think divorce rates would be something that I would, if I could stop it. If your government can stop it, do it as fast as possible. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? Like if,
internet is there, it's loud here. Yeah. So maybe we cannot, but as much as possible, this podcast will bring the traditional. What should be like the Filipino way, the most feminine. Okay. I was with my friend last night. Hi Claire. Hi Clown. She got back from Korea, so she's here in Cebu now. And then we hung out last night, and she talked about a lot. She's working in Korea, but then she has a lot of co-workers that are in different nationalities. I'm not gonna name the nationalities, but his hi Clown. Sorry, I'm gonna bring this, but yeah, she's fine. Her boyfriend is a Korean, and he told me like, my boyfriend said he likes Filipina. Koreans like Filipina because of how they take care of their man. And she said a lot about other nationalities of why, how, they're not going for it. But I'm not gonna say that because we're not gonna bring, maybe that's bad for yeah. But
and then we got a topic too coming.
Yeah, you get it that he said Filipinas are, best in taking care of their man. That's why most of the Koreans wanted to have a wife that is Filipina.
Right. Now here's a question.
I'm like, wow.
Here's a question. Is that by choice, or is that because they feel like they have to do it?
I think by choice. By choice. Because there's a lot of beautiful women in Korea and in other nationalities there, but then they were like what's this? They will like to have Filipino because he has also friends that married to Filipina, and like they like how they treat them, and they're like, oh, I have this Filipina, why not? He said like, I have this good thing, like, like, he's a good guy.
I think it's safe to say in the modern age that we live in now, the happiest men are those with women who have traditional values. They're not stuck in this like modern version of what a relationship, I'm going to say relationship is. And
transactional.
The transactional, the self-centered, the the title, like, oh, I have a husband versus this is my man, you know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I think it's safe to say that the happiest men right now in the world that are married to women with traditionalist values. Not all of them, but the majority. Good majority.
Okay.
So next on your list here is remembering struggles they faced through ups and downs. Can you explain a little bit of that for yourself?
Okay, so here's the thing. So like in a relationship, there's like struggles, right? But then also like if you're facing like a really big problem, especially when you're married, like I hope, like the one that I get married to, like we will always look back on the struggles that we face. That's why we're like being together up until now. Like it's just struggles, and always know that this will pass too. Like it's like that. No breaking up, no divorce or something, like separate. No, like it's always like make the struggles your bond. I mean, like your bind, or what's that? Like your strong bind. Like holding you both together, like, oh, we did face this together, we can make this. I mean, we can surpass this.
That's a really good point, because there's a lot of people that the moment slightest little thing is off with their relationship or their marriage, they're out.
That they're gonna give up.
For me, I mean, a few women that I've dated can attest to this, and that is that I'm a fighter when it comes to relationships. Like I don't give up. To the point where someone actually told me that I idolized her because I was fighting so hard. So she kind of identified like a man fighting for you and the relationship versus what idolizing somebody is. Okay. Well, to me, idolizing somebody means like you want to kind of be them, And I was like, I don't be you. I wanted to be your husband.
Who provides and protects. Emotionally, physically, mentally.
All of that's there. Absolutely.
Good to know.
So next on the list here is talking about finances.
I think it's good to talk about finances and how you deal with it before, and maybe like when you go to a serious like marriage, because there are marriages that are messed up because of like how they handle their finances. How about you? Like, is it important to talk about that?
Absolutely. Like you said, if you constantly feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck or struggling so much, it takes a toll on your marriage. It takes a toll on you physically sometimes. Like your back hurts more, headaches, lack of sleep, just stress altogether. So when you're feeling that way, you're going to most likely take it out on who you're with, and then all of a sudden this problem becomes this problem, and this problem becomes this problem, and it's all going to pile up and become a big mess and hurt. So I think as the most that you can do with finances, the better. Like the more that you can control that, the better.
Talk about how we're going to spend this. I mean, there should be the one who will do the accounting.
There you go.
Good thing I'm good in accounting.
There you go, guys. If whoever marries May, he's gonna also get an accountant.
Personal accountant.
Personal accountant.
I mean, like the finances should always, like you should put it on your list.
Absolutely. No, it's very important. You need to have a plan. You need to have so here's the thing.
Okay.
It's so funny when I was growing up, I always like talked to not even growing up, like just kind of even recently, women telling me like, oh, they want a man who could bring financial stability. And it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Financial stability, like, money constantly coming in. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, there's no such thing as stability at all. Like at any moment, at any time, something crazy can happen.
Yeah, maybe fail. Like they fail on their job.
Right.
Yeah.
So stability isn't coming from the money that's coming in. Stability comes from the man that goes out and keeps working when the money stops coming in. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. That's stability, in my opinion, is finding a man that when struggles hit the family financially, he's going to go out and work even twice as hard if he needs to in order to bring that same amount of money in if he can. But when it comes to like stock markets, for example, even companies,
they go down, they go up.
Down.
They
go down, they crash, they completely cut people off, and then the next thing you know, there's millionaires who are living under a bridge now because all of their finances are gone. There is no such thing as financial stability. There is such thing as a man that's stable enough to keep working to bring in money, if that makes sense. That's my opinion.
Okay. For me, I think marrying someone who's hardworking, that's just it. Like hardworking. It doesn't matter if he has a lot of money or not, but as long as he's hardworking, as you said that money comes up, down. So just a hardworking man. Yeah, I'm good.
And not even. Yeah, I mean the economy is it's so, especially now right now in America it's terrible. Literally inflation is the worst it's ever been. Worst it's ever been ever. And it's like
same here.
Yeah, it's like, and you guys want stability. Like, look at the economy's not even stable. It's constantly fluctuating up and down. So what do you think it's going to do to companies in the long run? What do you think that's going to do to banks in the long run? It's like, no, you want somebody who's going to be reliable enough to bring in money, and even in the hard times. That's your stability.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's on us. That's on us, guys. That's on the men.
That's on the man.
That's on the men. Like, are we men enough to be that reliable and be that stable and be that hardworking that when those tough times come, you're still going to be out there and working your butt off, making sure that your family's okay. That's on us. So
clap. No.
Again, just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, if we look at the reality, it's like that. Yeah. It's absolutely. Really like that. So be with someone who is hardworking. Yeah. Who will gonna provide you not just the money, but also mentally, physically, it gives you assurance, not just money.
Yeah, there's moral support and there's financial support.
Moral support, yeah.
Absolutely. And you should, as a husband, I'm going to make sure I'm doing both, Absolutely. So here's a good question for you about that. In the modern times that we live now, you kind of mentioned this before, being an independent woman making her own money. So let's say, for example, you get into a marriage. Will you still be working, or do you feel like you would put that aside in hopes that the man would be working for you? And
okay, here's me. I always believe that I can. It's always good to have both. Like, I mean, we can serve money to a relationship, like especially when you're in a marriage, so that we can. I mean, of course, I'm gonna let my husband like lead the way, but also if I can help, like why not? So that we can provide, especially if we have kids or something like that. I think a little help might be okay. I mean, it's okay. Yeah.
See, I could definitely see like for example, I hope that one day I get a career that makes me enough money where my wife doesn't have to work. She doesn't want to. I want it to be an option for her. I want it to be an option for her. Like if she wants to go out and work because she's bored, staying home all day, go for it. Go out, look for a job, have fun. I want that to be an option for her. But as far as like bringing in money, I would love to be the sole provider of that if I can. But like again, this economy, it's crazy. Like we can't have that anymore, unfortunately. You know, we just can't. It doesn't exist at the moment.
So maybe right now it's good to say that maybe a partner who can help a little with like finances thing.
Right.
So
I would say that's I would say that's like it's not ideal, but it's a good workaround. It's like a good loophole, like both people working, both people taking care of that house just as equally, and having each other's back just as equally as well. Yeah.
And okay, so it should not be the base of how like there are couples who are like, oh, I have more I did bring a lot in finances, and then like they're gonna talk bad about, oh, you did not work so hard, but no, it should be
that's not okay.
Not that.
That's not okay.
I don't want that kind of household that we're gonna say, oh, I pay the bill here, I pay that. I don't like that.
No, that's not okay. Well, in my opinion, the moment that you get married, your finances are no longer your finances. It's our finances. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I see it. It doesn't matter who's making more. It doesn't matter who's, even if the woman's making more than the man, it's not her finance. It's our
for
finances.
the family.
Yeah.
Like for the family.
Absolutely. See, I think that's what kind of like feels a little unfair is like when a woman dates a rich man, she's like, oh, she married a rich man, now she's a rich woman. But if a man marries a rich woman, it's her money. It's her money, right? It's like, so why? How come when the genders are flipped, all of a sudden it's like it's her money? You know what I mean? It's not their money anymore. Like, I think it's crazy ideology to think that way. People love each other and they want to marry each other. It doesn't matter how much money they're really making. It's just
they make.
So, I mean, I know it's important. I mean, making good money is important, absolutely, but it shouldn't be a reason
making
why
money,
somebody chooses somebody else to live with.
Yeah, it brings comfort. Like money brings comfort, especially to the relationship. But don't make it as a judgment to one another. Like, oh, I have more money than. It's not good.
Yeah, or the center of your world, like don't make it the center of the relationship. Make it a part of the relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah, just a part.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. On to your next point here. You said.
What did I put a lot there?
Yeah, we have 4 more for yours till we get to my
4 more.
To my what I'm looking for in a wife.
Okay.
You put here talks about goals and dreams as couples and individuals.
Yeah, I think it's healthy to talk about, let them know. I mean, in the dating stage, it should be talk, so that you guys know like where you're heading. I mean, what's your goal, what's your plan in your life for the both of you. I think it's healthy too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to say that one of my goals is to have kids one day, be a father one day, have my own place with my wife, have our own domain together. That's a goal as well. An individual goal would be more like career wise, but even in the individual goals that I have, it still roots down to, family, taking care of family, and still roots down to having something that's, how to explain it? That's going to be there to take care of my family, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Take on that. Okay. You put here after that, know the weaknesses and strength of each other. Can you kind of get more in depth into that topic there?
Okay. Know the weak side. I mean, you will meet someone who is maybe like strong in some aspect, like she's strong like making money and stuff like that, but she has weakness too, like she's sensitive in some stuff and like that. It's important to know that you should keep in mind like, oh, she's sensitive about this, and maybe I can just what's this, understand each other for like for the weakness, and you're strong
be gentle in the moment.
Strong. Yes, I
Right.
think so.
Okay. I see what you mean. So you're saying like, um, in our, how to explain it, like our weak moments and our weak
Mhm.
sides, we
Yeah,
should be able
weak
to balance
side.
each other out.
Mhm.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. I think
Yeah.
yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think being there for each other and uh, helping each other out of, whether it be emotional or mental
Mhm.
turmoil, you know,
Especially when you're married, because I think women, when you're married and then you have kids already, I can
yeah,
see it in my parent, like how my
right,
mom, my sister, like how. That's why I said like they have like they're strong. Like women are strong. Like
right,
we produce kids and stuff like, but we have weak side
yeah,
when we're like we also need to just like relax and stuff
mm,
like that because mentally we're draining physically too. So
yeah,
I hope my like the husband will gonna provide let's just like be there, just be there.
yeah,
Yeah, be the strong one when
yeah.
she's
You have, yeah,
yeah.
he has. You have to be there for each other. Both. I could say the same thing for women. You need to be there for your man, and we're human at the end of the day. We have emotions.
Yeah.
I know the world doesn't like when men show our emotions, and I understand what they're trying to say. It's like don't lash out so easily and stuff like that. And I agree. You shouldn't be lashing out at people quickly. You should try to be as calm and patient with people as possible and just try to understand.
Mhm.
But that being said, as a wife, you should be open to letting your husband
Yeah.
show a vulnerable side once in a while.
True.
Because
I
we're human at the end of the day.
I really adore men who will gonna be like letting their feelings like be in the
Mm,
vulnerable side because
mm,
I don't know, like I don't judge, like you're human too, you're supposed to feel something, you get hurt, you feel lost. Yeah, it's just
yeah,
like that, and I don't categorize emotions. You're a man, you're a woman, you should be like this, like that. No,
right,
it's always fair, like to me, like I don't look at men like that.
right. Yeah, no, that's a good trait to have. Unfortunately, modern women these days, they're being told something else.
Internet,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
yeah,
So,
it's not just internet. It's just women in general. Sometimes it's just yeah. And
mhm.
men we have our flaws too. Men, we need to stop sleeping around with a bunch of strange women. Strangers, and
Yeah.
that needs to stop. Stop looking at women like objects. Yeah, we need to be.
Please don't.
Yeah, exactly. um, After this one, you have the kiss and makeup solution in every misunderstanding. I like that.
Yes.
I'm down for that. I might
The
go make
kiss.
some trouble on purpose if it means kissing at the end of it.
Kiss and makeup. I
Yeah,
mean, like, uh, it doesn't. I think it doesn't matter whose fault it is, whether the woman or like, as
right.
long as you value each other and like, oh, I know her. He likes chocolate. Maybe like a little peace offering or something like that. I
Mango.
mean, yeah,
Loves mango.
yeah, he loves mango, so like, why not? Those
Right.
simple, those simple kiss and makeup things.
Yeah.
I think that's. I mean, me, if I'm upset on something, just maybe like hug me or like food,
Hmm.
like food,
Right.
and then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be smiling. I'm just gonna
Right.
forget everything, and then
Should
I'm
we
just
tell him
gonna
about the
think of
dragon?
the food. Yeah, the dragon. I have a
The
dragon.
dragon.
I have a dragon.
She's like
but
she's like that movie, Turning Red. But instead of anger, it's if she doesn't eat, she gets crazy.
I have dragon.
Yeah, instead of a red panda, it's a dragon. Yeah. Have you seen that movie, Turning Red?
Oh,
Oh, it's good. I love
yeah.
that movie. I don't know. It's so funny. I'm not a big Pixar fan.
Oh,
Since
it's from Pixar.
yeah,
Okay.
it's from Pixar. I think the last Pixar movie that I enjoyed before Turning Red was I want to say Toy Story 2.
A Toy Story.
Toy Story 3 was the last one I liked. And then everything was just kind of downhill from there. But Turning Red, for some reason, I liked it a lot. It clicked with me. And I was
Yeah, I should watch that soon.
It's good. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Pretty funny, yeah.
So how about you? What's your take on that?
I'm no complaints. No complaints here.
No complaints. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I might go start some trouble if I know what the outcome's going to be. Well, you know what's funny is I'm a pretty firm believer that like you shouldn't be going to bed angry with each other, you know.
That's
or
what
without telling each other that you love each other, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if you're going to wake up the next day. It's just one of those things, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just happy, you know. It's just happy.
Yeah. Exactly. Parenting talk is our next one. Parenting talk is do both agree on having babies or not?
Having babies, because you know there are couples that maybe the girl doesn't want or the guy that is not ready yet.
Right.
It should be talked when you're still, you know, like planning to be in a marriage stage. Yeah, I think
absolutely.
If you guys are okay, like you have same you know how you see your future, then okay, like you have babies, good. If you don't want, then yeah, that's it. Because it's important to, you know, like think before you produce another human being,
right?
Because you know you will gonna be like responsible 24/7, like forever.
Yeah,
it's a forever kind of thing.
Right.
Your life will change if you have already, you know, baby.
See, I think from my perspective of that is, if I'm meant to have kids, it'll happen. But if not, like let's say a medical thing happens with my wife and she's not allowed to, you know, have children, it doesn't mean I'm going to leave her or go cheat and find somebody who's going to have kids. It's like that's no, like children should be the icing on the cake when it comes to marriage.
Yeah, but it's always you both, like, because you know that's what I've said earlier. Like, your children will gonna marry another, you know, human, another person, but it should be you, like together, like the togetherness of both of you. Have you watched Up? Like the Up?
Yes, of course.
Oh my god, that's I made me cry every time I watch that, because you know that's a forever
everybody
kind
cries
of thing.
On that one. Yeah.
I know.
Everybody cries
it's a forever kind of thing that, you know, we always forget to, you know, like it's like when we grow old, when our hair is gray and all, it should be your partner is your number one, like even in death. I mean, like, oh no, like I get too emotional with that movie.
Yeah, absolutely. So the list that you gave us here, is that something that you're looking for in a man or just in a marriage in general, or both?
Both. I think both. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh, I'll find a man that is not so opposite of that. No.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. There's people out there in the world who they'll tell you that they're that person, and then all of a sudden there's somebody else.
Oh no, that's why it's not. It's always good to have a genuine connection.
Yeah, that was your first point. The genuine, deeper connection. Yeah,
deeper connection
and authenticity. Yeah, absolutely.
Because maybe they're just trying to get you, or they're just trying to like please you because they like you, but then their real self is not like that. Like,
right.
Oh no.
Yeah,
girls should be more like talk more, like communicate more of what you want. I think it's very important, like know who you wanna marry.
Right. See the funny
for the men too. You should do that.
Something that I learned over the years is like how to explain it. It's okay to voice that with somebody that you want to be with, but I think those will automatically just click into place. Like you'll see it in them,
like
you know?
firsthand. Like
Right.
when you
Through their actions.
okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Like you'll see the things that you're looking for in somebody through their actions and how they treat you and how they treat others. And on top of that, you'll probably see stuff that you didn't even realize that you needed or wanted that they're bringing to the table. You know,
I'm excited for
That's-
that.
yeah.
Excited for that. I want to discover something that's not on my list.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
How
no,
about
thank
you?
you. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate hearing your
How
perspective.
about your list? It's
Ah,
time
yeah.
for
So
your
mine-
list. Drum roll. Drum roll, everybody.
My list is less of like, I mean, everything that you listed is exactly what I'm looking for in marriage as well, right? My list is more of like, what am I looking for in my wife or in my,
Your own. Yeah, your
in my
own. Yeah.
future wife,
Okay.
yeah, and a woman.
Mhm.
First one, pretty obvious. It should be there, just like with a deep connection, unconditional love. You know,
Of course.
something that a love that's not transactional, a love that's not, oh, you do this for me, so I'm gonna love you, or you're bringing this to the table, so that makes me love you. It's like, yeah, that's not love. That's conditioned. You know, unconditional love is like, no matter how flawed or how many mistakes somebody makes, you still love this person for who they are. You know.
Okay.
What
Well,
about
it
yourself?
depends on what kind of mistake.
Yeah, I mean,
There are
cheating is.
cheating is
No, cheating. Actually, you might still love the person if they cheat, but it doesn't mean you have to stay with them. Doesn't mean
yeah,
you should
it
stay
doesn't
with them.
mean
Yeah,
it's torture.
right.
You're
Absolutely.
torturing yourself. So
Yeah.
skip. That's not your person, by the way.
Yeah.
If they cheat,
They
that's
cheat
not
on you.
your
It's
person.
not your
They
person.
belong to someone else.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
belong to someone else.
Yeah, because that person wouldn't even be in the picture to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's kind of a little controversial
What?
topic,
Controversial. Ooh, okay.
especially in the
Bring it
modern day that we're in at the moment. Submission and dedication. So a submissive wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
So
Being submissive.
yes.
Mhm.
So I think that term gets a lot of bad light in the times that we live in now. I think they turned. So again, this is coming from American culture, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because me,
so-
I'm like questioning, like, huh? It's natural here.
Well, here they think that submissiveness is like you're a slave to your husband, right?
Mm.
That's not what it is at all. Basically, submissiveness is just like, I trust you. I'm dedicated to this relationship. I'm going to do what you need from me in order for us to both succeed in this marriage. That's what submissiveness is, And I think something that ties into that too is like, nowadays you see so many women that go out and they travel without their husbands, they travel without their boyfriends and stuff like that. To me, that's kind of like a lack of submissiveness, because you're telling that, you're kind of telling them like
You're
later,
okay with
like,
that.
bye, I don't need you right now. Yeah, like I understand like weekend getaways with your friends and stuff like that. That's different. I'm saying like these women want to go away for like months and months, or even weeks, something like weeks or months sometimes. And that to me is not being submissive. To me, that's being kind of self-centered, really self-centered. Like you're making the money, I'm gonna go spend it somewhere else, and you don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's very sketchy in my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for your pains.
No, it's not. I haven't been through that.
I said, okay.
Yeah, I haven't been through that. I'm just
We're gonna clarify that because it's
yeah, just because I didn't suffer from something doesn't mean I don't see the result of people who are, and it doesn't mean that I don't try to avoid it as much as possible. You know what I mean? Yeah. It kind of goes back to like what you said, the cheating thing. Like if somebody cheats on you, they're not your person. Well, it's kind of like if somebody constantly wants to be away from you, they're not your person. They're not dedicated to that relationship.
They're not. Because in the very beginning, their eyes just should be on you and not wandering everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
No, absolutely.
okay.
After that one, I wrote down trust in full transparency and honesty.
Mhm.
Yeah. So basically, like you build trust in being transparent, open, and honest with each other.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you being honest with your husband and your wife.
Yeah.
That's the honesty there. Like you were gonna put that in honesty. I think yeah.
Yeah, and us as men, we need to have that. We need to be okay with giving that outlet to our wives. Like, you can tell me anything. Just be honest with me.
Okay.
Even if it's, I'm not talking about something like cheating and stuff like that. Well, you should be honest about that too. But I mean stuff. I mean something like,
oh my god.
no, I mean something like I'm depressed, or I'm miserable. I'm suffering through something right now. I'm going through this right now. Or you said this a certain way. Like, to me, that builds trust in her. And if she can be fully transparent, honest with me about things, that trust is going to build and get stronger. And then next thing you know, it's we're making less and less and less mistakes as time goes on.
Yeah. Just be honest, no matter how hard the issue is, or what you're going through, because you're not dealing with yourself if you're in a relationship, especially when you are married already, because it will affect, like, really, it will affect your relationship. I've watched the last one that I like, the premiere of what's that, the one that I went. I forgot. Provinciana. Oh, that's
Is that the one with the...
I don't know if you've seen that, but really, that's the reality. She's way up there, and then his husband is like keeps supporting her, and then like one day she just broke down because she's depressed because of like the company's going down, and like emotionally she's not there. But then like as a good husband, there are times that he was like, what happened to my wife? Like, I miss my wife.
Yeah.
Because he will not gonna talk, or like she's always crying. She's always But then, really, like a good husband will always be there. Like, if she's weak. Oh, this is my take too. Like, if she's weak, the man should be the strong one. Like, he just hug her and like just hug and giving food without like any judgment.
Right.
Yeah, he's just there. So
right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
Should be like that
from both sides as well. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. But yeah, so that transparency and honesty. After that, I put healthy communication.
Yes.
So yeah. So
I always say communication is the key, but there's healthy and there's
unhealthy.
Not so healthy.
Yeah.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, unhealthy communication would be like instantly yelling at each other versus talking as best as you can.
I've had this.
Yeah.
It's not a communication at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
To begin with, yeah.
I mean,
I think. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Communication with comprehension is important, because you can communicate, but then if the other one doesn't really comprehend on what you bring, I don't know, like comprehension, like they listen.
Right.
And
yeah, that's actually, I should have wrote that here too. Is kind of what you just described right now. I would say is called emotional intelligence. Being able to identify like when something's off, or being able to approach you with respect, approach you with clarity, instead of just instantly attack.
Yeah. Why are you like that? Why are you like this? Like, wait, just pause and just the importance of good tone too, like the tone of your voice when you're communicating. It's really important.
Absolutely.
You cannot talk to someone if you're like, hey, what's going on with you? Like, that sounds not good.
Yeah, exactly. You could approach it in a different way. Like, hey, is everything okay? Like, do you need to talk? What's going on? I'm here.
What's going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job.
Kind of mirroring your you mentioned talks about goals and dreams. I wrote that here too. Mirroring values, morals, and goals. Kind of going back to the unequally yoked thing that I mentioned earlier. I think a marriage goes more smoothly. No marriage is perfect. No marriage is smooth 100%. But I think it goes more smoothly when both parties are heard and respected, and they both are on the same page as far as like their values, their morals, and the goals that they want for the marriage. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So another one.
Okay.
Ladies, listen up, ladies, please. A man wants a woman who knows how to cook. You know, if a woman wants a man who's going to provide for her, you know, she needs to bring stuff to the table as well. And one of those things is cooking. You know, I think it's very safe to say that a woman that knows how to cook is very attractive to a man. And you know what's, I think it's very attractive to a man. And you know what's funny is like, if she doesn't know how to cook, it's not a deal breaker. It's more like, okay, let's take classes together as a couple. Because I don't really know how to cook. Too. I can, but I'm not like great at it.
Learn together, why not?
Yeah. And that could be date night. That could be, you know, that could be, what's the word? Maintaining, or kindling, you know, doing an activity together. Yeah.
True.
So if she doesn't know how to cook, it's not a deal breaker. It's more like, okay, let's learn together. You know,
learn together.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing I'm looking for in a wife is she has motherly traits towards her family and children. Yeah. So a woman that knows how to take care of kids.
That doesn't need kind of a lot of explaining, because you know we all know we have mother and we have.
Yeah.
I think I think men will, a lot of men, like the real men, always look for that, like how they treat their sisters, also with the women too. We want a man who's, you know, like have a respect to their parents and something like that. That's what I consider too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now that when I see a woman who's really good with children and knows how to take care of them and stuff like that, to me, it's just very, very attractive. You know, it's like, oh, okay. So she can maybe take care of my kids one day. I mean, our kids, sorry. Not my money, our money. Not my kids, our kids, yeah.
Our. In a marriage, in a world of marriage, ours is the word. There's no I, there's no you. Ours.
Absolutely.
It's always us, ours, we.
Yeah, absolutely. Very obvious one here after that is a feminine woman. You know, a woman that's not like too masculine in the sense of like it's different here in America to explain that. Here in America, women are very masculine in the sense of like always going to the gym and trying to build up arm muscles, stuff like that, or like trying to put themselves above men as far as like oh, I'm better than a man because I'm a woman. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. That's just not attractive to the majority of men, in my opinion. To me, specifically to me, no, I can't stand that. To me, I think it's attractive when you know, men and women build each other up and not crush each other down. You know.
How about you both go to the gym?
Yeah, that's different.
Right.
But I'm talking about like I'm talking about specifically not going to the. No, it's different. Going to the gym is different than going to the gym specifically to
alone
to build muscle. No, I mean I'm talking about like manly muscles. Like yes, that is normal here in the U.S. Like trust me, it's like yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it especially if she's a bodybuilder. Like if somebody's a bodybuilder and they do it for competition, like there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like that's awesome. But for me, I just couldn't put myself in that relationship with somebody like that because I like slender.
Muscles.
Yeah.
When you guys are together, she has more muscles than you.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I mean, she could take care of the robbers if somebody tries to get us. I mean, I'm fine with that. I have Millie on my side, for those that don't know.
Yeah, I met Millie, guys.
Yes.
And, what's that?
Briella. Millie and
Briella.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Our best friends. Our friends.
Our friends.
YouTube doesn't like them. Yeah.
Yep. No, don't bring that.
But no. I mean, like, women that act very masculine is just not attractive to me.
Yeah, like
it's
like feminine.
Right. I like feminine
Soft.
women that they know they're women. They act like women. They aren't they because they are women. Yeah, very soft spoken and very
soft.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Another one after that is respectful. Yeah, pretty simple. After that, I wrote down emotionally and mentally mature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emotional intellect, something like that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like I mentioned before, emotionally aware
intellect
of things.
And
And I understand, like, women in general are emotional creatures, right? That's completely normal. That's how. That's
when you said creatures,
well,
it's like in a movie,
Yeah. Well, that's like a term here. It means like
I know.
It's not meant to like make you an animal or anything like that. Yeah. You guys, like I would say, like, women are very emotional, and that's great.
True.
That's fine.
Myself.
Yeah.
Myself. Let's not go far. I'm just here. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's completely okay, and that's fine. It's just when it's not hurting the relationship, it's fine, and when it's not hurting the relationship, I need to step in and be there for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's how I see it. But when I say emotionally and mentally mature, I mean like a woman who knows what she wants in life, has joy in her life, I guess you could say. 'Cause a lot of people don't have joy in their life, and I think that's
Who are those? People who don't have
trust
joy.
me.
Let me give you joy.
Trust me, they're there. Yeah.
Free. I find joy in a simple way, like a flower blooming. That's joy for me. Like,
there you go. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's me.
Seeing the beauty in everything. That's amazing. Yeah.
So that's for me. While you're on Earth, appreciate everything, even the small little things that you see, because you might not see it.
Yeah.
In next time, just appreciate everything. The gratitude.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to say that I'm a very sentimental person. Like, to me, memories and experiences mean a lot more than money, or a lot more than materialistic things, in my opinion. Yeah.
I know that personally.
I don't know what she means. I don't know if that's more tea being spilled. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm joking. I'm just kidding.
It's a good one.
Gotcha. And lastly, here I wrote supportive. So obviously, a woman that's going to support you through thick and thin. I think especially in marriage, you're saying your vows, or you're promising for better or for worse.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of women want to be in better, and they don't want to be in worse.
Like remembering the struggles when there's like another struggle coming in.
Right.
It's always like that. Always go back to the times that you already figure things out, how to make it work. And then if you have some problems now, that would be like, oh, this is just another, it will pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, but a supportive woman's very attractive. Especially when we're like, if you're making a decision for the family and she supports your decision, doesn't I mean, asking questions, and me as a husband explaining stuff, why things are going the way they are, versus questioning it out of it into what she wants. You know what I mean? Yeah. What she wants only, versus what's best for everybody. Yeah. But that support.
For me too, it's like men should lead in a relationship, or especially in marriage. Like, men should lead. It's always like that. I always go like, okay, support, just the support. Like, okay, I'll let you lead the way. Yeah.
And I think in many ways it should be that way. I mean, there's a lot of guidance that women bring to the table as well, especially with children. Guiding children how to be calmer and how to be more gentle, be more nurturing towards
Respectful
each other, respectful. Yeah.
to other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And yeah, I think it's for both people. There needs to be guidance from both sides. Yeah, somehow. Maybe a little bit more from the man, but yeah, I think
Women.
that doesn't.
Okay.
I was gonna say that doesn't like belittle a woman's guidance in a marriage either, at all. It's just as important. Yeah.
I think women is the flower of the household. I mean, she makes everything beautiful, while the man do the things, like, and she will just, I think I have this. It's always like that, like a woman who is supportive and always appreciating things, like that's around the household or with her husband around.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, that's my list right there. Pretty simple. Pretty simple.
And I added some. I have notes here.
Okay. Yeah. Please feel free to share.
I have notes. I think we will agree on this. This is I think this is what we forgot in our list there.
Okay. Go for it. I'm excited.
God should be the center of the marriage.
There you go.
God would be the center of the marriage.
There you go.
Because, like if you guys are, having troubles with kind of each other, always look for the middle person or something. And it should be God. And it should be like, what's my purpose like of having a wife? What's my purpose of having this marriage? And I think it's always good to say that if your marriage is like godly, that's why you're gonna have wedding, because it's for
ordained, divine.
Divine.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that we forgot to.
Yeah, it's true.
Guess.
That's true. I just at the same time, like, guys, I think you got to realize, like, May and I come from Christian homes. Right, so that's why we described in our About Us, it says alternative viewpoints, right? Because what the world is pushing on people right now, the modern world is pushing on people right now, first of all, it's damaging, and it goes completely against what May and I stand for as people and what we grew up in. So that's why we say alternative viewpoints, because we don't want to push an audience away, and that audience being non-Christians or people who don't believe in God or whatever. We don't want to push them away, but you're also going to understand, like, it's our podcast, like please respect please respect us as well.
They will understand. People will gonna understand that it's always God at the center.
It should be. And I
the
think
guide, you have guide
right
in your marriage.
Because I'm gonna get a little preachy here. A little preachy here, yeah.
Preachy, okay, go.
So from again coming from the Christian home perspective, the reason why I think God needs to be the center of a marriage is because a marriage should reflect God's love to each other. If that makes sense. The way that He loves us, we should be loving each other as a husband and wife. Yeah.
Infinite.
Right. The same way.
There's no unconditional. That's just it.
Yeah, absolutely. Unconditional and absolutely.
I think they'll not question that. I know.
I hope you'll be surprised. Again, here in the U.S., if people are watching here in the U.S., that a lot of them have like a lot of hate towards Christian values right now. It's very sad.
Wow, that's surprising.
Good portion of them, good portion of people.
Okay. That's your. You, if you're watching this and then you don't agree, then okay, we respect that.
You don't have to agree.
Point of view. You don't have to agree with us.
You don't have to agree with us on everything. I mean, even if you get something small out of it that helps you with whatever you're going through, or gives you a little bit of advice that you didn't realize before until now, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. We're just speaking on a sense of us personally. Yeah.
Personal. This is
Yeah.
a podcast. Like this is Prayerdise.
Right.
Prayerdise with a special touch of our experiences and our personal take.
Yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I put here also always prioritize each other. Say I love you, like say it. Just
Right.
don't like neglect the word I love you to each other because you might not know you were gonna like life's short. You don't know. Just say I love you and I miss you, something like that. Because
See,
it's always nice to remind your spouse. Yeah.
right. See, that's a good one too. I agree, because I think that even goes to the point of like, if you're far away for like a business trip or something like that, making the time to call and keep in touch with each other and keep each other updated and in the loop of things. You're prioritizing that time.
Prioritize.
Prioritizing each other in that time to share and check up on each other, make sure you guys are okay.
Okay. I still have more. Okay. Be with someone. I think this is part of what you said earlier. That be with someone who loves yourself. I mean, true self. Like, whether you have a lot, you have not enough, or like just like that. Like, just accept you for who you are. I think it should be part of your, like you will not gonna what's this, like ask for more of what he can give or something like that. Like it's always accepting who he is and who he was, maybe. Oh yeah.
Right. Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, what else? Okay. Encouragement. Like you encourage each other. Like teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. What else? I think it's okay. I think this one goes with always pray for purposeful life together. I think it's in like God is the center. I think that's part of it. Yeah, like there, you have purpose in marriage. You always go back to that. Like, what's the purpose of why am I here? Why am I marrying this man or woman? The purpose of getting married. Okay.
And what would that be? What is the purpose? You don't want me asking.
The purpose is to build a great home, a family. Yeah, I think that's it. Like a great home, a family, and doing dreams together, togetherness.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
Okay. Choose a partner with purpose, not with pleasure. That's just it.
Yeah. True.
I know, like some people choose pleasure before the purpose.
Right. So before we let everybody go, is there any final thoughts or any final advice that you'd like to give?
Good luck in finding the right one for you guys. I mean, yeah, we all deserve to be with someone that worth to be married. So someday. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Okay. No, I said what I needed to say, and
You said
I got everything out. I think we're good. Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, and that is it, guys.
Yeah. So on that note, guys, I will let May lead us out in prayer as always.
Yes.
And we will be back next week for episode 6. Should we tell them what episode 6 is about?
Surprise.
Surprise. Okay.
Surprise.
Okay.
It
We'll
was a surprise.
you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start the prayer now. So let's put ourselves in the holy presence of the Lord, as we all say, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we thank you for this day, for this podcast, and thank you for everyone who's here and also we pray for all the people who are suffering from anxiety, from depression, and to all the people who are like suffering physically. We hope that they're gonna be healed as you heal their hearts too. And I'm thankful for everything that's you're giving to us in this podcast. And thank you for the people who believe in us and who supported us right from the very beginning. I hope this podcast will gonna give people light and give strength, like a little strength for their daily lives. And thank you for all the blessings, Lord. Bless us more, and bless Toko, bless everyone who is watching this. And these all I ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. Father, Son, and Spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I think that concludes today's episode. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us and sticking around. If you made it to the very end, give us a big thumbs up and
thumbs up.
Yeah,
hit like, subscribe.
Yeah, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll be back next week. And on that note, I'm Tokomoto,
and this is Screen TV,
and you just listened to Prayerdise.
We need to practice that though. Hey.
No, I'll wait for you to do it. I'll wait for you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See you next
we'll get better
week.
At
See
that.
you next week.
Promise.
Yeah, we'll get better. See you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.